everyone here. Good morning. I just woke up and I need to start making the Chicha Morada that I'm writing for Dinner Club. Dinner Club is Peruvian themed, so I thought I would make, I've been describing it as like a horchata but with corn. I'm not sure if that's correct, but I picked up the essential ingredient yesterday. I had to go to Pike Place for it. It's Peruvian dried purple corn. And welcome to this weekly vlog. I kind of was editing a lot of the footage and realizing that things weren't kind of coming together as I wanted them to, so I decided to sit down and kind of be the glue to this vlog. We started out with Chicha Morado for my Peruvian themed dinner club. It really was such a hit. I really enjoyed that flavor. I could totally see myself making something like that again. It was so light and refreshing and delightful, and that color is just so stunning, of course. And yeah, everything everybody made was really spectacular. It's one of the times that we've kind of all like switched recipes. Normally we've done a lot of like testing before, and each time is a different theme. But yeah, everybody was like, post your recipes. Like all this stuff was so good. I still have some different jars of sauce that we used on the chicken that we need to use up, like some delicious like pepper sauces. But yeah, the Chicha Morada was really lovely, and I was glad I was able to find the purple corn at Pike Place Market. That's where I was able to find it in person, because I kind of waited till last minute to order it online. But at there was a Mexican, or you know, I guess not Mexican, a South American international grocery store, which has a lot of fun things. I should go there again. So over this section of time, I had some family come to visit, and I guess I decided to film everything that we did vertical, like for TikTok, but there was just a bunch of things. And yeah, it's always really fun when you have people come to visit and you get to show them around. This is some family that comes to visit like every summer, so I'm almost running out of things to do. Hopefully next year we'll go to Canada. But whale watching, cat cafe, trolls, the Museum of Flight, that was really cool. We spent like 4 hours there. The Kabuto Japanese gardens, sunset at the beach. Yeah, just really really trying. Please let me know if you guys would love a tourist video or like 100 things to do in Seattle. I could definitely create like a list. I originally was planning on doing a whole separate video about a girls camping trip. There's a whole section of that I recorded talking about like needing to reorganize my garage, build up my tent, and to check all of my camping supplies because I haven't gone camping this summer, and like saying I'm going to do a lot of that stuff. But then that plan kind of fell through because there was a massive storm and flash flood alert happening in that area. So we actually wound up doing a quick day hike because the storm wasn't going to start until 8 p.m. on that Saturday night. So we said, why not still go out and do a hike in a different area? And so we went to Mirror Lake. It's in the Snoqualmie Pass region, probably like an hour and a half, 2 hours outside of Seattle. It's an area I haven't really checked out before, so I was very excited about that, and with the opportunity to go swimming in the lake. I'm trying to remember, it's a pretty quick hike, I think 2 miles. I'll leave the stats here for it, but it was really nice to like work up a delightful sweat and then go swimming in the lake. The lake was really refreshing, and since we weren't able to go camping, swimming in the lake definitely felt like a super fantastic summery thing to do. So yeah, this is us at Mirror Lake. We went to my friend's apartment to like have dinner and hang out. She lives in a high-rise downtown, and we were able to watch the lightning storm. I tried my darndest. I was in the perfect place to like capture some lightning bolts, like with the Space Needle or downtown or whatnot. It's something that's really rare. I think we probably get lightning storms like once every other year. I think it's been a handful of years since I've heard thunder. Like, it normally doesn't get this stormy, chaotic. But I tried my darndest to get some and to try and catch some footage of it. But in person, we definitely saw some really intense like lightning strikes and crashes, and it was very beautiful to watch from the inside of our home. And it just would have been so terrible to be camping in this. It would have been, we probably wouldn't have gotten lightning, but the amount of rain and storm that came through, no. So since we had Sunday free, my friend was like, we should still do something. Her boyfriend is visiting from out of town, and so we thought we would do something. Do a little day trip, because during the day the weather was fine. It was really just that night that was the big massive storm. But all Sunday was beautiful, gorgeous, especially where we went, which we headed up north towards Anacortes and took the cutest little ferry across the channel to, oh, I don't know how to pronounce this, Guemes. It's an area that has a lot of Spanish influence from like colonial exploring times, like Anacortes, the San Juan Islands. So I think it's a Spanish word.
Guemes Island is a short ferry ride.
Guemes. Does that mean anything in Spanish? It's probably somebody's name. Yeah, it's a Spanish last name. Anyway, so we went to Guemes Island. It is definitely like an unpopular island in terms of like the big ones in Washington being like Whidbey Island, Bainbridge, Vashon, the San Juans, but it does have, like I said, the cutest little ferry across and a population of like 600, which seemed like way too much. But then when I saw that, because I would have thought something like Vashon Island had a population of 600, and I looked at the population of Vashon Island this morning and it was 10,000, so but it is considered, you know, Vashon to me feels very, very small, so Guemes was even smaller. But it was so delightful. You definitely need a car to drive around, so you can't really do anything on foot. But when you do, there's the cute little country store. We did a hike and checked out some of the beaches. And yeah, it was just like a beautiful area. I was reminiscing about when I first moved to Seattle, and I was like, I'm gonna go visit all the islands. And I had somebody somebody messaged me and was like, you won't be able to do that, there's hundreds of them and you would need a boat, blah, 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 blah. And I need to channel that original feeling again of I'm gonna go visit every island, because this was quite magical. And even though I know it is not a kept secret, when my friends told me that they accidentally went to this island like several like last year, I was like, oh, I've heard of it. Like I know where it is on the map. I just didn't know if it was something to visit or to check out, or, you know, if it had a ferry line. I think I saw on Google Maps it had a ferry line, but so I have heard of it, but not to like visit. And I'm really glad I did. It was special. They had the cutest little crabbing resort town on the north coast of it, and yeah, it's just really inspired me to go check out some more islands. We are actually in a couple weeks going to check out another island that I haven't been to before, so I need to make a list and cross them all off, though I do think there are like over 100, and a lot of them you will need by boat, so that person was not wrong, just spirit crushing. So yeah, here's a little montage of the day on Guemes Island. That's gonna be this vlog. I'm really excited to be vlogging again. I really need to be putting myself back in the front of the camera a lot more. But yeah, I just wanted to sit down. There was really like a lot of stuff that I cut from this video because it just kind of was like piecemeal, didn't make sense, or talking about things that like I never did, or, you know, got canceled, or, you know, talking about things that just didn't happen. And yeah, I figured the Mirror Lake day hike and Guemes Island are fun things to share with you guys. So I want to say thank you guys so much for watching this video. I want to say happy travels from me to you, and I hope you guys get home safe.